All right, guys. I'm sorry for all the back and forth movement. I think I had to, yeah, good morning. I had to restart the entire system. Yeah, and then use a different source. Okay, so I'm sorry for the delay. Come what may, we're going to have the test today. Okay, so yeah, Chinedu, you're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so I want to believe that it's stable now and you can hear me. Yeah, so just let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, let me know if you can hear me. Okay, 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 good. All right. Okay, so unfortunately, you cannot talk. I'm the only one that is allowed to talk. So, I mean, since we're not so much, I would have loved to have you all introduce yourselves. So, but we can't have that right now. So I'll just go straight to the business of the day. Okay, but before I start, if you have any question you want to ask, you can ask me, right? Just any question on any area. I mean, of course, concerning Forex, right? You might want to ask, you can ask me before I read out your questions. So we're still following the same method. Okay, still the same method. Yeah, when I say the same method, it's pretty much the same thing you did. Any price for 100% performance today. $50. Okay, 100% performance, $50. 100% performance, $50. And then, of course, automatic qualification. Yeah, because I mean, if you can score up to 100%, it means that you're really, really ready for the entire course. So, one busy Victor, make sure you are the one to pick up the $100. I mean, the $50. So, $50 will equivalent around 25,000 naira. So that's what you get if you score 100%. Okay, okay, okay. Will the questions also be psychological based? Yeah. I usually prefer to keep my questions psychological because, I mean, you have not started learning, so you might not be able. If I start to ask you what is Trader's equation, if I start to ask you about TA, you might not know it because, I mean, I haven't taught you, and or you haven't started the course, so or whatever you have learned before now on Forex will not be sufficient for you to answer the questions correctly. So I just like to keep it general, okay, so that I know that I'm working with people who already have the right mindset. Okay, so yes, it will still be both psychological and basic. When I say basic, really, really basic. I mean, what's more than basic? It's just rudiments, very basic, you know, intro kind of questions. All right. And then they are very simple. If you understand Forex a little, you should be able to answer the questions, you know. So they are just very basic on the subject of Forex, very basic questions. You're going to see them now. It says, please, what's your advice on robot trading? Well, anytime somebody approaches me for robot trading, my answer is always the same. I don't allow robots to take trades for me. People do it and they succeed, but I don't like it. Okay, because there's this thing I understand. If robots are the best, if they're actually profitable in the long run, I believe that the banks will use them. Okay. I believe the banks will use them. So if the banks are not using them to trade, then and they are relying on mechanical trading from humans, then I mean robots are not the best. Okay, because the banks can afford every kind of robot, right? So if they still come back to humans to do the trading for them, then uh, humans or retail traders who are now looking up to robots to do trading for them might be making a mistake. The problem with robots is that market changes, the season changes, the cycle changes. The market will move from a trading range to a breakout and then a channel. So the breakout is called spike and channel. So you have spike and channel phase, and then the channel will continue for some time. It can expand, it can shrink, and then what you have is a major trend reversal from the channel up or channel down, right? So it breaks out, and then from that point, it becomes a trading range. Okay, so the trading range breaks out again, forms another breakout and a channel. And then so the market moves in cycle like this without any regular pattern. Okay, so it's going to be really difficult for your robot to understand or know what phase the market is, what particular part of the cycle the market is in at that time. So if I have a trend following robot, a robot that knows that, okay, the trend has started and the market is racing, all right, that robot might not perform well when the market goes into a trading range, and then all the profit that you have made will be lost, you see. So we rely on humans, okay, to develop a strategy. So when they look at this, recognize the patterns or strategy, they take the trade and then they do the right thing. The only place where we deploy robotic trading is in risk management. Okay, so we set all these algos that prevent the trader from losing their account. All right, so that's my own take on robotic trading. Okay, if you're even going to do robotic trading, you got to sit with it. So you have to add some element of mechanical trading, manual trading to the robotic trading. So you got to be careful. You got to be really careful about that. And thank you for that question, Kingsley Oko. Okay, is there a guarantee that novices can become professional traders in this course? 100% guaranteed. Now, but I want to tell you something about learning. You see, when I have 12 students, about 15 students, 12 very active students. Now, these 12 students, I've been teaching them since March or February this year. That's since the beginning of the year. Now, I taught them to the point where we now say, okay, all of you, okay, so I gave them some tests. I gave them tests. Some of them scored well, some of them did not score well. And then I now said, okay, from this test, the best eight, the best, the best eight out of all of you, the best eight, I'm going to give you $300 so that you can go live with it. Right? So that's what I did. So I gave them $300 each. They all started trading live with the $300. Now, out of these eight, it is only one person that is giving us, in fact, he has given us 15% profit in a month, right? So the other data they made, they're not doing they're not as good as these other guys. But there's something that I enjoy with the trading from all eight of them. It is that there is no bust. There are three kinds of trader. We have a trader number one will go up gradually. That's a good trader. His equity curve is going up gradually. So over time, he's making some profit. Now, trader number two, his equity curve just goes, down. He just nosedives, right? He doesn't do very well. He just blows his account. And then we have the third kind of traders. They call them boom and busters. Okay, so boom and busters are the ones that uh they make a lot of money today. The next day they lose all the money, and then they make a lot of money the next day. The next day they lose it again. So if they credit their account, they make a lot of money, and then maybe after a couple of trades they lose, and then they crash, they lose everything. So that's a boom and buster kind of trader. Okay, so none of them is a boom and buster. So the only thing we have is trader number one and trader number two. So some of them are going up gradually, very slow, but they are actually making some profit, but it's gradual. And then the other ones are not making profit at all, but they are not raising their profits too high. What I'm trying to say is that you make a 50% profit, a 100% profit, a 300% profit in maybe 3 days or in 1 week, and then the next week you lose all the money, including your capital. You see, that's not a good way to trade. So it's better you make 5%, 3%, 4%, 10, little profit gradually. That's good. If you are losing a little of your money gradually, that's good. So, but if you make a lot of money, that's bad. If you lose a lot of money, that's bad. Okay, because anybody who makes a lot of money will lose a lot of money. So I don't want to see. I mean, you don't try to impress me by saying I made a lot of money, because it doesn't move me, right? So what I want to see is a gradual progress, gradual progress, gradual progress. Okay, so the guys who are not scoring, who are not having a equity curve going up, right? Those guys, we only need to tweak a little thing, right? We just need to improve on their win rate. So how well do they recognize their setups, and how well do they take their setups? So we focus on their trading errors and trading fears, and then recognition of setups, right? So they can improve their expectancy. But they have the raw material for professional trading, which is not losing too much. Okay, so it's protection of your capital that is the core of everything you're going to study. So I am very happy that they understand that part. The only thing they need to work on is making the returns. All right. And that's why I always say that you can't come into forex trading and expect to double or triple your money overnight. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So it takes time, right? Even if you have learned, it will still take time for you to build yourself up. So it will take time, right? So you can't come in and you expect that you're going to be, whether you're going to be a professional trader, yes. How much you're going to be making is individual. Okay, I can take the same strategy and I'm making 20, 50, 30%. And then you take the same strategy and you're making just 5% or 10% of your capital. Okay, so it's the approach that matters. It's the approach that matters. All right. Um, this question is long. When trading with EMEs, is there a way to know when one third of your trade touches the first EME without constantly monitoring your trade? Yes, there are. If you go to Trading View, on Trading View, they have this special alarm. They have this special alarm that you can set. So it's alarm on EME. Excuse me. So you can take an alarm that whenever the price touches a certain EME, it should beep or send you a mail or a notification. Okay, so you can do that on TradingView. I think that's the only platform that does that thing cleanly. So, but the only hiccup is that you might need to take a paid package to get that feature. Okay, so the feature doesn't come for the free package. Yeah, so if you want alarm on moving average, you need to pay. So you get that. So yeah, it's very possible. It's very possible. Otherwise, you have to monitor it. CitiForex Institute trade for banks? If yes, is it through the tripartite agreement like they do with retail traders? Confirm, sir. Well, we do not. The banks do not. The banks have a separate package. What we do for them is they are they are their own. They are almost like a broker on their own. So what we render for them is the actual trading service, because they have capital that is running into millions of naira. And what they will usually do is they have the ability to fund directly, being a bank, okay, without experiencing limits and all these issues that individual retail people will experience when funding you know the brokerage account. So usually they do the funding, and then we render our service directly to them. So it's slightly different, okay. But if it is maybe just the manager of the bank or something like that, they would just follow the normal tripartite model that every other person does. That's how it is here. Okay, well, this one now is asking if you can pay in installment. I think yes. Okay. So, but you're here because you want to take the scholarship. So be optimistic. Be optimistic. Okay. So I'm hoping that you will scale through. All right. So let's go straight to your questions. I have 10 questions here. Very simple questions. Um, very simple questions. Let me see. Question number one. So the process is still the same. Process is still the same. You you write just whether it's true or false instruction. True, false, yes or no, depending on the statement. True or false, yes or no. Both of them mean either positive, what I've said is positive, or what I've said is negative. So you can describe that with true or false, or yes or no. Okay, so I read out the question. You don't need to type the question, or you don't need to waste your time, because once I finish reading out all 10 questions, I'm going to give you a grace of about 5 minutes, after which we'll lock it up, so that any question that comes after, any answer that comes after that time will not be attended to. Okay, so all you need to do is number one, true, number two, true, number three, true, number four, false, number five, yes, number six, no, just like that. Okay. So what I've just called out is not the answers to the one I have here, in case you're thinking it's the answer. So you listen to the question and give me the answer. Simple. So the very first question I have here says that Risk management. Okay. The first question is, are you ready? Are you ready? Let me see your message once you're ready, so that if I see two people, three persons who say they're ready, then I'll continue. So if you're ready, just say I'm ready. Just type it there, I'm ready, and then okay, good. So good. All right, now that you are ready, I'm also believing that you have the other maybe phone or something device that you're going to use to answer your questions. Okay. All right. So question number one: risk management, money management, and trading strategies are the three factors required for trading success. Yes or no? True or false? That's question number one. Risk management, money management, and trading strategy are the three factors that are required for trading success. Yes or no? Question number two. People can stop their business immediately and jump into forex trading and start making money immediately. True or false? No, you're not answering true or false here, or yes or no here. Once I end this live stream, I don't think I'm going to have access to all these things again. So you're sending them to my email, the same email you used the first time, bennett@citiforexpro.com. So you're answering these questions to the email. You're not typing the answers here, please. So you respond to the email, and then they're going to look at all the number 1 to 10, and then check out the results. Okay, like I said, $50 for anybody who scores 100%, and automatic qualification. Okay, so if there is no 100%, it means that the highest overall will okay, the highest overall will take $50, and the highest overall will be the winner for the tie. Okay, so I want to believe that you understand me now. For question number one again, I said risk management, money management, and trading strategy are the three factors required for trading success. True or false? Number two, people can stop their business immediately and jump into forex trading and start making money immediately. True or false? Question number three, in order to preserve capital, risks of ruin, which is ROR, risks of ruin, must be less than zero. Your risk of ruin as a trader must be less than zero in order to preserve capital. True or false? True or false? Risk ROR must be less than zero in order to preserve capital. True or false? Okay, is this supposed to be less than zero or greater than zero? True or false? Number four, when we enter into CFD contracts, we are not actually owning what we buy. True or false? So when we take contract for difference contracts, so when we enter into CFD contracts, we are speculators are people who accept risks in order to make a certain profit. Speculators are people who accept a certain risk in order to make profit. True or false? True or false? Question number six. Question number six. A trader with a risk to reward of 1:2 and a win rate of 40% cannot make profit. True or false? A trader with a risk to reward of 1:2 and a win rate of 40% cannot make profit. True or false? Meaning that if he makes twice as much as he risks anytime he's right, and he's right only 40% of the time, he cannot make profit. True or false? Question number seven. Question number seven. The forex market opens on Monday morning and closes on Friday evening. True or false? Forex market opens on Monday morning and closes on Friday evening. Is that true or is it false? Question number 8. Question number 8. All Forex brokers are the same. True or false? All Forex brokers are the same. True or false? All Forex brokers are the same. True or false? Question number 9. Question number 9. Now, taking a trade with 0.10 lot size means that each pip movement is equal to $10. True or false? Taking a trade, when you take a trade and you use the volume of 0.10 lot size. Now, does the each pip movement, okay, some of you say you have network glitch. I'm not supposed to take the question again. I'm not supposed to take the question again, but I'll just run through it when I'm through. And then once I run through the questions, I give you. Taking a trade with 0.10 lot size means that each pip movement is equal to $10. True or false? Then question number 10. Euro USD is classified as an exotic currency pair. True or false? All right, I'll go over it real quick, so that we can lock up the questions by 12 o'clock. Number 1, I said risk management, money management, and trading strategies are the factors required for trading success. Number 2, I say people can stop their business immediately and jump into forex trading and start making money immediately. Okay, number 3, I said in order to preserve capital, risk of ruin, ROR, must be less than 0. True or false? When we enter into CFD contracts, we're not actually owning what we buy. True or false? Speculators are people who accept risk in order to make a certain profit. True or false? A trader with a risk to reward of 1:2 and a win rate of 40% cannot make a profit. True or false? The forex market opens on Monday morning and closes on Friday evening. True or false? All forex brokers are the same. True or false? Taking a trade with 0.10 lot size means that each pip movement is equal to $10. True or false? Question last. Euro USD is classified as an exotic currency pair. True or false? All right, guys. Thank you so much for your participation. You have from now till 12 o'clock. So any answer that is not submitted before 12 o'clock will be considered null and void. Okay, so I wish you guys good luck and see you in the class.